Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Elena and on this channel I talk about all things real estate in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. In today's video, I am going to show you how to find the best deals in Puerto Vallarta on real estate in 5 easy steps. So if you're interested, make sure to stick around until the very end. Step number 1, make sure to utilize FlexMLS Vallarta. I'm going to put the spelling of it down here on the screen for you. FlexMLS Vallarta is a multiple listing service here in Puerto Vallarta, and in my opinion only, 60 to 65% of all listings are actually listed on that website. When you log in, the website will ask you for your search criteria, or it will show you the entire availability for the map that is open. So ensure to put in your criteria, meaning your budget, what are you looking for, is it a condo, is it a house, how many bedrooms, bathrooms, and so on. And the biggest part of it is make sure to use the map search, because the area of where those listings will pop up is going to be very, very important. If you already know the area, great, you can just set it and forget it. If you don't know the area and are guiding yourself on a budget, the map feature is super, super important. Not every property here in Puerto Vallarta, or for that matter, I believe in Canada or US as well, is listed on MLS. However, to be fair, percentage-wise, properties that are not listed on MLS here in Puerto Vallarta area, in my opinion, is much higher. If you are really looking to get the absolute best deal and willing to put in boots on the ground research, you can look on social media outlets such as Facebook or Craigslist. Now, those don't come without adventure, and let me share a story. As you know, I have been looking for investment opportunities here in Puerto Vallarta for quite a while now, and this is why I am recording these videos, is to share my experience with you. And so in my search, a few months ago, I had found a great deal. Now, great deals that are not listed on MLS usually come with a lot of work. And this particular home was a fantastic, fantastic deal. It was listed at $196,000 in Bucerías. I found it on Facebook and on the ocean side of the highway. And if you've been to Bucerías or if you've watched my videos, you know that that price point for a detached house is pretty much unheard of right now. So I was very excited, ran out to see the property, and turns out the reason it wasn't listed on MLS was because not all of the paperwork was complete yet and at the notary, which happens very, very often. So after going through a lengthy process of meeting with the notary, meeting with the family, and there was quite a few family members involved, so that's another part to be aware of, that for the great deals, sometimes you have to deal with a lot of family members, which means negotiating could be an issue. Long story short, turned out that the one document was missing, and we were told that that document will be ready in about 3 days. 3 days, not 2, 3. We waited about 3.5 weeks, and the document was not ready. So at that point, we were looking to move on and find a different property. So we did move on and did find something else that I will be sharing with you at a later date. And the fun part of the whole story is this. I received a message from this family 2 weeks ago, which would now be quite a few months later, that the paperwork is now complete, and if we were still interested, we could purchase this house. So I didn't go on to check if that was actually the case or not, but here's a tip for you. If you're looking for an awesome opportunity, that one might still be available. And if you decide that you are willing to take on the challenge of purchasing something that is not listed on MLS, I highly recommend using professionals working in that area who are knowledgeable. And you always want to use professionals when purchasing real estate anywhere in the world. But in that specific case, I would really highlight the fact that you need to ensure to work with someone who is knowledgeable in that area, has very good connections within the location or the town where you're purchasing something, and can give you all of the best information possible. All right, now let's move on to tip number 2. And that is, once you found the property that you think you like, 1, 2, 3, 5, and you found it on the map location on the FlexMLS, the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go to Google Maps and walk the streets. Another great way of checking out the area is buying one of my virtual tours where I walk around a specific area, and it's got minimal music, minimal talking. It is meant to show you the area, let you feel the vibe of it, and judge for yourself if that is the right spot for you or not. At the end of each video, I share some of my thoughts of what I think about it. Tip number 3. Once you found the area that you like, you've got your property, now you're gonna go to the Airbnb website and check out nightly rates and occupancy rates. Why would you do that? Why would you go onto the Airbnb to check those numbers out? Well, first of all, it will give you an idea of whether it is a frequently visited tourist area. And if you want to be in a tourist area, then you'll know that it is or it isn't. And vice versa. If you don't want to be, you're gonna know if it is or it isn't. Secondly, based on the nightly prices, you're going to find out what kind of clientele you can expect in that area. And also, based on occupancy rates, you're going to see how busy the area is going to be. Tip number 4. I'm having issues with the numbers today. Tip number 4 is make sure that your finances are ready to go. Financing here in Mexico is not easy to do. There are companies that offer financing. However, the interest rates are usually high and there are quite a few hoops to jump through. So you might want to get your financing in the country of origin via applying for a mortgage or using the equity of a property that you currently own in your country to finance a purchase here in beautiful Puerto Vallarta. And tip number 5, last but definitely not the least, connect with the right professionals to help you with your purchase. That is realtors, lawyers, transaction coordinators. If you need a referral of a great agent, just send me an email to the email address provided in the description below. But I can't highlight this enough. It is very, very important to deal with the professionals when purchasing real estate anywhere in the world. And it is no different here in Mexico. So make sure to connect with the right people. So here we have it, friends. Those are the 5 tips for finding the best deal here in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Let me know in the comments below, what did you think of the video? Did you find these tips helpful? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.